Conscious Movement, The Key to Releasing Pain, authored by Matt Cook, read by Matt Cook. Introduction. The intention for this book is to attempt to objectify the phenomenon referred to as chronic pain and provide a method to release it. Chronic pain is an extremely interesting phenomenon which all people experience to some extent. As we go through life, we will certainly experience painful moments, either physical, injury, or emotional. Until these moments are correctly processed, they will exist in our body and mind as a source of chronic pain. Physically, as chronic muscular tension, emotionally as unconscious fear, guilt, regret, rage, and so on, mentally as confusion, racing thoughts, overwhelm, and so on. If never consciously processed, chronic pain will persist until death. That doesn't seem desirable. Regardless of how much chronic pain one is currently enduring, whether they are haunted, traumatized, or merely bothered, it seems rational to understand how to actively process and release pain and thus be free of it. Life would certainly be better without lingering pain, would it not? The active process by which a painful moment ceases to be painful is the process of consciousness. By the active process of consciousness, we become conscious of the finite subset of reality that we have so far experienced. The painful moments in our lives are the most difficult to become conscious of because each moment demands that we accept the reality is not that which we wish it to be. People we love have died or gone away. We have been physically hurt. We have been betrayed. Our status has been diminished. We have been humiliated. Our embarrassing weaknesses and faults have become known, and so on. It is true. Our chances of surviving, of obtaining and achieving our dreams, of using our body to its potential, of experiencing joy, have all been diminished during the painful moments of our lives. But the state we all know that we desire deep down, enlightenment, self-esteem, self-actualization, individuation, nirvana, the clear state, it goes by many names, demands that we become conscious of all moments of our lives. The process of consciousness is neither immediate, nor automatic, nor trivial. It is an active process of perceiving, conceptualizing, and objectifying. It involves actively feeling physical tensions in the body, allowing inhibited emotions to express, contemplating painful memories, and reorganizing one's convictions about objective reality to be in harmony with it. As one releases more pain by the process of consciousness, valuable states of being, such as tranquility, joy, confidence, inspiration, and so on, become more common and eventually the default. There becomes time for such states because no longer is every moment held captive by swirling chronic fear, rage, guilt, regret, and other unprocessed chronic pain. The most common sources of pain are physical injuries, conflict with others, and metaphysical contemplation. The last is often overlooked. It is the angst of a person struggling to make sense of themselves, reality, and their relationship to reality. With little understanding of the process of consciousness, low self-esteem, and fear of pain itself, pain that would ideally be temporary becomes chronic. That is to say that it is evaded, unchecked, denied, buried, repressed. This process of evasion operates simultaneously, physically, emotionally, and mentally, meaning that we simultaneously evade the physical sensation of pain, we evade the emotions of pain, and we evade the thoughts of pain. To release chronic pain, we must replace the chronic habitual process of evasion, which maintains pain, with the process of consciousness. This book presents 3 tools which are intended to help you release pain and achieve self-esteem and a clear state of mind. The first tool is simply knowledge of a model of reality pertaining to pain, consciousness, memory, muscular tension, emotion, and thought. The second tool is a set of exercises to help you notice chronic muscular tensions and inefficient movement patterns. They come at the end of each chapter. You can do them whenever you want. You can skip them, do them out of order, repeat your favorites, or you can just do them according to the order in which I've written them. It's all up to you, and probably it makes no difference. None of these exercises are special. They were selected fairly arbitrarily from a pool of hundreds, if not thousands, of equally valuable exercises. I've included 9 exercises, which should be sufficient for someone to get the idea behind the exercises so they can create their own. The third tool is a method for initiating and maintaining the process of consciousness. That method is essentially slow, calm movements with deep, attentive focus on the muscles. These movements allow you to perceive and become conscious of chronic tensions in your musculature, which are directly associated with emotional pain and mental conflict. The chronic muscular tensions in your body can be considered to be the gateway to the emotions and thoughts associated with painful moments in your life. These emotions and thoughts are not usually accessible. Even therapy generally beats around the bush with embarrassingly low success, while accessing the soul through the body is literally a sure thing. This method is not a 5-minute miracle. In fact, the first time you try it, you may get no results whatsoever, and you will be tempted to think, this doesn't work. However, if you stick with it, you will most likely learn to do it successfully. At the end of each chapter, you will be provided with movements that will train your ability to perceive and control your muscles. This will form the foundation for attempts to release pain, which becomes easier the better your perception and control become. The following problems could improve: muscular pain, joint stiffness, tendinopathy, cold extremities, shakiness, lack of focus, headaches, shallow breathing, misaligned spine, poor posture, low energy, overwhelm, feeling tired all the time, thyroid, low testosterone, men, anxiety, chronic guilt and regret, repressed rage, phobias, stress, neurosis, psychosis, and more. The following values could develop: balance, flexibility, spontaneity, grace, strength, movement, courage, rationality, assertiveness, confidence, self-esteem, intelligence, productiveness, mental clarity, calmness, vigor, libido, blood flow, sexual sensitivity, presence, passion, intention, awareness, concentration, purpose, lightness, pride, happiness, and more. It's easy to confidently make such claims in this case because our topic is releasing trapped pain from the body, which is certainly a real thing and has been done successfully for millennia. It is practically intuitive that releasing trapped pain can immediately improve your life in many ways. This book should not be taken as intended to be an accurate description of objective reality. While this book may appear to deal with the sciences of biology and neurology, it is more so a philosophical work dealing with the sciences of metaphysics, the science of being, and epistemology, the science of acquiring and verifying knowledge. Metaphysics and epistemology are both very immature sciences. Neither have progressed far enough to accurately explain observations. Therefore, this presents merely a model for your contemplation. Regardless of how accurate the model is, I'm sure that learning it will be worthwhile and valuable to your life. The source materials for this book are Character Analysis by Wilhelm Reich, Bioenergetics by Alexander Lowen, Objectivism by Ayn Rand, Dianetics by L. Ron Hubbard, Beyond Systems by Edwin Ertl, Vava Fitness by Era Westerberg, Zen Buddhism as described by Alan Watts. I would certainly like to thank these people for writing down such great thoughts, as they have been immensely valuable to my life. I would also like to thank my girlfriend, now wife at the time of reading, Alina, and my family for their contribution both to this book and my life.